Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your host, Sir Stephen Topham the third at your service. It's been a very hot day today, so we're going to make this very short and quick and simple. Things to think about, right? A lot of you have a lot to think about and a lot of thinking to do. Is it really worth going to the North Norfolk Railway this year? The answer is no. Because they're going to lie to you, they're going to be deceitful, they're going to be dishonest. Straightforward. There's a straightforward key to all of them, right? They don't like the truth that comes out, right? They don't like everything that's unfolding. They don't like what they see or do or hear, and it makes them see sense of all the logic and all the facts that are coming through, and the logic and respect the way they did once have. It's no longer what it is. You know what I mean? It's like a pile of shit when you go in there. You know, they say, "Oh, we're the best way we still that and that." I said, "No, you're not. You've been completely dishonest with the community. You've been dishonest with the whole world. You've been dishonest with yourselves. And I know every move you're making throughout the platform without me being on there. Right? A lot of you understand this from right from wrong. We're not gonna put any shit down the toilet, excuse my French. But when the North Norfolk Railway talks to you or speaks to you and say, "Oh, we do this, we do this," they are desperate, and that is why everything says, and the respect, the honesty out of all of the facts that are coming through, you're gonna say shit, shit, shit. The first thing that comes out of your mouth is shit, right? You need to remember, I am the one who owns that premises. I'm the one who owns the North Norfolk Railway from the bottom up. Not them, not the general manager, not the management. They don't own nothing. They've just been employed to run it, right? The person that actually owns it is me, physically from the bottom up. When people look at me, they respect me. They don't respect the North Norfolk Railway as a general key card, right? All the employees, all the volunteers that I originally had taught me everything from right from wrong. Right? When I saw everything go completely wrong, everybody was in the dumps. Everybody had problems from the bottom up, and they can't solve it because they can't rectify the problem. Now I'm here. I'm clearing up all that shit. Right? There's a lot of things to think about. Right? Yes, I am Sodor. I am Sir Stephen Topham the third. Why? Let me give you the list of the actual series that I'm part of. Right? Murder She Wrote, The Bill, obviously, Thomas the Tank directly, Power Rangers, and Star Trek. The full whack. Right? You gobsmacked because you know I'm Zordon, you know I'm Sir Stephen Topham the third, and many others as well. But there are few other anagrams that I'm part of, but that's in a different way or different matter. Right? The things that I'm seeing unfold right now, it's all in truth and it's all in logic. The North Norfolk Railway won't go down. They will just go down in reputation. The reputation will drop because their reputation is not as high as it used to be. They lie, they deceive, they've been rigged. They've been rigging the websites, internet, everything you can think of. And then you're ending up with one big problem. Right? So when you think about it logically, it all comes down to honesty. And they don't like honesty. They don't like the truth. They don't like the facts put in front of you. Why the facts are the key element to everything you see unfold. When you see everything unfold naturally, you will say, right, we can't intervene that, we can't intervene that. Yeah, well, it's truth. You know, when the whole thing is all in black and white for you, even if it's in anagram, everything tells you everything is true. There's no lies, there's no deceit, and there's no dishonesty. So when you think I am the only one person that can save your backsides, right? I know a lot of people will agree with that, straight from the horse's mouth. There's things to think about, things to learn, things to actually rectify. But if the North Norfolk Railway are not going to pick up the pieces and rectify it, they're going to leave that little trash on the Facebook as example. Facebook is the starting point, and they're leaving that as a mark to say we screwed up, right? They're leaving that for the whole community to see, right? When it all goes down to the bottom of it, right? There are principles of understanding of being truthful, and a little bit of honesty can go a long, long way. As I stated quite a few times, honesty is the best policy. But if you're not going to see that, you're not going to get anything in black and white, right? So the North Norfolk Railway has been advertising themselves throughout the whole globe and lied. They're not lying about the events, they're lying about how the service gets treated in front of you. I don't want my premises to be the bad egg. Why? No, 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 no. It's not going to happen. Why? Because even the day, it's not my fault, it's their fault. Why? The general manager, the management, they don't even know what's what at the moment. They don't know what is entailed in their heads because they just don't believe what has been said on my channel. I said my channel is pure of honesty. If you want honesty, you got to the right channel. And I mean it. You know, I'm not bullshitting with the bush. You know, the channel, information, and details are all accurate. Right? There's a lot of people that know this, right? The island of Sodor is Norfolk upside down for obvious reasons. But there's not much of the railway left because of the certain aspects of it. It's that I'm connected to the Greater Anglia, I'm connected to the North Norfolk Railway. Why? Of course, Arsburg West, Bluffs Cove, Timber Bay, Orsted, then Knapford, then Crosby, then Wellsworth, then Marin, then the coastal one, then it goes directly into the old routes that you can't see no more. Right? So when a friend of mine in America stated so long ago, he said, "Where's the railway of the fat controller?" Bing, bing. Obviously, you're talking about my grandfather and myself. Wake up and smell that coffee because it does help in the long run. Right? People are going to start realizing where's the railway of the lost fat controller? Lost in the past, as my friend has stated. But it isn't lost. We still got a lot of it left. Why? Because we're still motivating it. We're still producing what was needed to be done. Right? Greater Anglia is just part of my partners, if you will. Right? Depending on my connections. Right? All my connections are everywhere. Right? It's even the Morphine Grid, it's Thomas the Tank, it's Star Trek, Murder She Wrote, The Bill, all of it. It's all connected to the Hatts, / the Mansons, the full whack. Why? Did somebody state in the Morphine Grid 10,000 years ago we had this battle between good and evil always? I remember stating that to my first 5 set of Rangers. But my Rangers come from America. Why? Because it's Jason David Frank, it's Amy Jo Johnson, David Yost, and Trini and Austin St. John, who plays Jason. Right? All my Rangers. Why? Because they're my friends, they're my connections, they're like family to me. Right? But when they had their own connections, as the seasons progressed in the Morphing Grid, as example, all my connections built up. Why? Because they're descendants of my connections. Right? So in the Thomas franchise, you got me, you got the Hatts, obviously, you got the Johnsons, you got that, more and more and more. Obviously, it's all listed. Right? And it's all black and white. It's on the LNER database. Right? The London Northern Eastern Railway Company, which has actually now been electrified because they've been stupid enough not to use steam. Right? The LNER could reclaim the bloody North Norfolk Railway and put it all bloody white for me on my behalf. But are they going to do it? No, because they are too modern right now, right? So the modern has to go backwards to recorrect the past. You can't do it in two directions. I said there's things to think about in this logical terms, right? We know there's respectfully honesty, right? We respect the truth, respect what you got on the plate. You got the most powerful man on the planet. Even in the morphing grid, my name still sticks. Right? The copyright is out of the window. Why? Because it's been built on my foundation of my family and friends and connections and colleagues. It's all there in black and bloody white. It's respect the honesty, respect the truth, do everything. It's spread the word. Keep spreading the word, sharing it, liking it, subscribing it. Tell everybody it's real. Why? Because it's bottom up. If you don't look at it, you realise respect the truth, how much and, and what you've got is the truth to a very high degree. Nothing is never going to be lost. Right, the morphing grid, right, the Power Rangers should have 32 seasons, but your two seasons short as example. So where's the other two when David Josh is trying to look for Billy? Billy's looking for me. Ding ding, Sodor, here I am as well. I'm not just Stephen Topham Hatt the third. I'm also Sodor in the Power Rangers. Why? Because there's 5 generations that I'm in. Right? From Mighty Morphin all the way into space. Why? Same timeline, same people, same connections, same family and friends and connections throughout the grid. What happens? Ding, 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 ding. It all adds up. Little pieces come in time. You have to give it big, big thought. I said I override the copyrights, the music, the TV shows, the movies, all of it, all around the globe. They all be partnerships by different people, by different languages, tongues, and all sorts. When it all comes together, what you're going to end up with? The Hatts and the Mansons. So work it out. So when you look in the Bible as another example, right, there's things to think about. When you talk about the Bible or the Holy Bible and all of that, there's 30 seasons or 30 years being cut out of every Bible. Why? Because 30 years is where we jumped in. And without us, you would not survive right now. Right? You're lucky to get me, and obviously me being Zordon as well, being a mentor. I am the only one person that knows everybody. Connections, colleagues, friends, family, the full whack. When it all comes together, it's all truth and respect the honesty. Respect the truth. And there's a lot of it all in truth. And a lot of people say, what? Yeah, it's all facts in everything. From day one, since you were a little kid, since your ancestors were growing up with their, cartoons and all of that, they were telling you, oh, did I see the cartoon that they mentioned about the Twin Towers falling? Well, it did flaming happen, didn't it? 2001 in September. Never forget it. Why? Because they warned you, told you, and shown you all at once. It's all realistic. Even when it's all shown in truth, you can't beat the truth. The problem is now you've basically got a Norfolk Railway all screwed up. Now you just have to say, I know everything. So don't tell me I work hard, play hard, do hard, what needs to be done. Right? All the logic, all the facts, all the truth, even the copyright holders are all underneath me. Why? Trust, respect, and honesty. Why? All the music, everything, it's all connected. Right? Without mentioning their names or surnames or anything, the problem is every artist has its own copyright, right? Which they have to have, right? To keep their music alive and kicking, right? Without the music, you won't get anything, or get their feelings, or personal feelings, or understanding, or anything. When it comes to the Thomas franchise, it's my family from the bottom up. Even the morphine grid at the Power Rangers from the bottom up. Right? So it's all realistic. It's facts and it's truth and it's logic. But if you're gonna fight with the truth, then you're gonna lose another 30 years. That you're gonna end up trying to pick up pieces where you can't. So don't say to me I'm dishonest, right? Because I'm not dishonest in front of you. You made the problem is that because there's a 30-year gap in every time or every generation, you're gonna find out what shit, what's happened there, and then all the everybody that thinks they know it all inside and out. I said they don't know nothing because the Bible has got a lot to do with it as well. 30 years missing in every Bible, in every coordination, everything adds up. But why? Some of us have to work, and look where you are now. People want the truth, they're getting the honesty and the respect and everything else on a silver platter. Just have to be honest with yourselves. If you're not honest with yourselves, you know, like the North Norfolk Railway, get off my premises at once. Because it's respect. And that's what you got to establish. It's people, doesn't matter who goes on that premises, even myself, right? At this point, you've got no way forward because you've got a bunch of management that doesn't know what to do. They just think they can sweep it under the rug. No, don't even try and attempt that again because I will let my descendants know about that. So watch out because I'll be watching. Eyes and ears everywhere. Thank you very much in every angle and let the power protect you all.